is mean.
Number 10. When Buster insulted Muffy's online presence. Muffy's personal blog pops off after she announces to her class that she'll be spending the holiday in Costa Rica.
I will be going to Costa Rica. If you want to learn more about my exciting adventures, you can visit my new blog.
Encouraged by her success online, the anthropomorphic monkey continues to post about her daily life. Her content starts to get stale, however, once she returns to Elwood City. When the third grader asks her friends about a recent upload, their response is lukewarm.
Has everyone read my blog today? Why not? I wrote about the colors I'm thinking of for the new curtains in my room.
Francine offers constructive criticism, but Binky and Buster are way harsher.
Muffy, your blog is getting a little boring. You can't just write that you had a salad for lunch. Who wants to read that?
The aspiring writer learns that when it comes to content creation, boring is the worst feedback you can get. Number 9. When Francine and Muffy's future friendship looked tense. The best friends take things too far when they try to set up their older siblings. It all starts with Muffy's brother Chip coming home from college. During dinner with the Frensky family, Chip and Francine's older sister Catherine seem to hit it off.
Then there's
Well, at least they seem to be having a good time.
Towards Gamma Gamma Moo.
No way! I have the Portal X382!
They seem to really like each other.
Noticing this, Francine and Muffy imagine what it would be like to be sisters. Their mutual fantasy plays out in a sitcom-esque style.
How's it going?
Terrible. I just bought this horse, but I have no idea how to ride it.
No sweat. I'll teach you.
While at first their future seems playful and cheery, it starts to look more tedious as things get tense in the present day. Francine confronts Muffy about imaginary household chores, but the high-maintenance monkey responds with a vicious read of her roomie's cooking.
I fed him earlier.
Yeah, the cake I made for Catherine's birthday.
Oh, is that what that was? I thought it was garbage. It's so hard to tell the difference with your cooking.
Number 8. When DW dragged Arthur in the most viciously meta way. The Magic Toolbox is a show within the show that includes a segment similar to Arthur's own A Word From Us Kids.
Hi, my name is Matt, and this is my 3rd grade class.
It features students in their learning spaces sharing what they know. While watching an episode with Buster and DW, the titular character expresses interest in the casting process. His little sister sees an opportunity to roast her brother and runs with it.
Here's Arthur on TV.
My name is Arthur, and my dog is named Pal, and blah-de-blah-de-blah. Isn't that interesting?
And here's the audience watching Arthur on TV.
In reality, DW's claim that her brother would be a snooze-worthy protagonist is provably false. A significant chunk of the world's younger population grew up watching the anthropomorphic aardvark on their television screens. But just like Buster, we find the little sibling's performance hilarious.
Very funny, DW.
I always think snoring is funny.
Number 7. When Arthur insulted DW's physical appearance pretty accurately. One commonly recurring theme from the children's television show is sibling conflict. For example, the young aardvark and his little sister can often be seen going at it.
I can't see. Move your head. You're not the boss of me, Mr. Goopy. DW, please move your big, enormous, large, gopher-looking head.
At least my head doesn't look like a football with glasses.
No, your head looks like a big meatloaf with raisins.
From teasing to fighting, it's normal for the children to be at odds. Admittedly, DW is usually the antagonizer, but Arthur tends to escalate situations with his response. In this segment, they use their babysitter's thesaurus to discover new insults.
Do you know another word for annoying?
Does the source have a word for someone who eats too much cake?
You kids are really working on your vocabulary. I'm so impressed.
While the resourcefulness is great, what's really impressive is their creativity. We wouldn't have thought to compare DW's head to a large fruit, but now we can't unsee it.
Mom! Arthur said my face looks like a watermelon except for the bad haircut!
She started it.
Number 6. When DW did the perfect impression of Arthur. The feisty young aardvark pulls a long con on her brother with this all-encompassing bit. When Arthur insults her interests, DW channels her hurt feelings into the performance of a lifetime.
You don't like doing anything with me anymore because you like boring things. I wish you wanted to do interesting things, more like me. Then you'd want to play with me? Sure.
She mimics her older sibling, adopting his tastes, habits, and mannerisms. DW even goes as far as dressing like Arthur in a yellow V-neck sweater, white-collared shirt, and blue jeans.
How do you like them, Arthur? I picked them out myself. Don't you already have clothes like that? No. They look familiar.
Her mockery reaches its final evolution when DW dons a pair of glasses with round frames.
Hi, guys. I'll go get my bike. Hi, guys. I'll go get my bike.
Am I seeing double?
Was that Arthur's sister?
They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but we're pretty sure that's not what's going on here. Number 5. When Francine gave Muffy the public roasting of her life. When Francine gets the lead role of Thomas Edison in a school play, she immerses herself in the world of incandescent filaments.
For the part of Thomas Edison, Francine.
That's great!
I'm the star? I won't let the class down. I'm gonna give 110% to this part.
Unfortunately for her classmates, she takes her position a little too seriously. The third grader stops participating in other activities, opting instead to research her source material.
Want to come to the Sugar Bowl with us?
I have to study my inventions. I have no time for ice cream and childish small talk.
What's with her?
Beats me.
Muffy and Prunella invite the hard-working thespian to the mall, only to be rejected. When her prima donna best friend calls Edison's inventions boring, Francine takes personal offense. In retaliation, she hits Muffy back where she knows it'll hurt most. Prunella's response says it all.
My inventions are not boring. Without lights, you'd have to shop in the dark. Oh, sorry. I guess you already do.
That was mean.
Number 4. When DW played host. Compartmentalization is not one of DW's strengths. When the middle child feels left out by kids at school, she brings her frustrations home.
You don't love me. You wish I wasn't even born.
Sleep tight, DW. Let's hope you feel better in the morning.
No one is safe from the testy aardvark's surly attitude, not even house guests. But Arthur's friend Francine is determined to get to the root of the matter. She directly asks DW why she's acting the way she is, and it does not go well. DW gets offended, and Francine gets a target on her back.
I'm sorry, DW. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but you really are being a total doofus, if you know what I mean.
Who asked you? You don't even live here.
Not even an attempt at an apology can smooth things over. The next time Francine goes over to Arthur's house, his sister is ready to let her have it.
Francine, can I ask you a question?
Sure, anything.
Why don't you go back to your own house and stop bothering us?
Number 3. When Buster was left behind. Arthur isn't pleased when his family starts shopping for a car. Unable to afford something new, the Reeds visit the used car dealership owned by Muffy's dad, Ed.
Ed, the reason we're here...
I know why you're here. To buy the car of your dreams. The only thing I don't know is which of these fine automobiles is that gonna be?
Even after multiple test drives, nothing gets Arthur's stamp of approval. That's when Mr. Crosswire calls in for backup. The next day, Muffy picks up her classmate in an available green hatchback and tries to make a sale.
So, this is a pretty nice car, don't you think?
I guess.
Sometimes my dad lets me ride in one of the cars from his lot, but only the most special cars, like this one. Say, isn't your family looking for a new car?
Yes.
While her pitch to Arthur is a little over the top, we're concerned with her treatment of Buster. The rabbit's family may not be in the market for a used vehicle, but he probably wouldn't have minded a ride.
Hi, Arthur. Would you like a ride to school? Great. Just Arthur.
Instead, Buster is left to walk to school alone. Number 2. When Muffy tried to give a compliment. Mr. Ratburn unintentionally causes a stir when he gives George an award for his improvement in school.
Every year, I like to give out an award to that one student who has demonstrated the most improvement. This year's Thinky goes to George.
What? Me?
Muffy, who takes a lot of pride in her own trophy collection, feels inclined to express her opinion on the matter. She congratulates her classmate, but insists that it should have been Fern who won.
Congratulations, George. Although, to be honest, I thought you should have won, Fern.
Really? Why?
Because you've improved so much this year. Your skin is better, your posture is better, you almost look pretty.
The remark could have been meant as a compliment, but it comes out more as a dig. Naturally, Fern insists that trophies aren't important to her.
Thanks, Muffy. I don't really care about winning trophies.
What? Of course you do. Everyone does.
The concept is inconceivable to the attention-loving monkey. She spends the rest of the episode trying to award the dog a trophy of her own. While the sentiment sounds nice, it says a lot more about Muffy than it does Fern. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. When Arthur roasted his own parents, these characters have been throwing shade since the pilot.
Hey, Mom, you have gray hairs on your head. Dad, have you always had those bags under your eyes?
When Muffy was considerate of her less fortunate friends, sharing is caring, but this seems backhanded.
I don't need makeup. I'm already beautiful. But Francine doesn't have any, and she sure could use some.
When DW used her artistic talent to criticize Arthur, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words.
What did you draw?
A stick.
A stick?
A stick from the park where you promised to take me today!
When DW offered her kindness at a price. When Arthur can't stop losing things, his sister sees an opportunity for financial gain.
I'm losing everything. I even lost my glasses.
I'll help you find them for $5.
When DW caught Arthur in the act, she always assumes the worst in her brother.
What are you burying, Arthur? Your report card?
I'm digging for treasure.
Number 1. When Arthur threatened to sell his sister. As we've mentioned, sibling relationships are a common theme in the show. In fact, Sue Ellen is one of the few characters to not have a brother or sister.
Well, Chester, Mom and Dad aren't gonna get me a brother, so I guess I'll have to get one myself.
While most of her friends get to participate in the Elwood City Sibling Festival, the anthropomorphic cat feels left out. She offers to be DW's partner in one of the events, only for Arthur to tell her she can't.
I can be your partner for the next race.
Sorry, Sue Ellen. It's a brother and sister race.
Maybe there's a contest for lonely children after this.
DW hits a little too close to home when she calls Sue Ellen lonely. Her comment is nothing, however, compared to what Arthur says next. The 4-year-old aardvark may be a lot to handle, but her brother's threat is excessive.
It's only children, DW. A lonely child is what you're gonna be when I sell you.